here are all the products I'm going to use to take off my nails, to go from this to bare. And I'm going to use a timer because I want to see exactly how long it's going to take. I have my emery board here. This is 100 and 180 grain file. I'm going to use the 180 side. I have my bowl of rice, and this is some black rice that we had. I reuse this bowl all the time. Every time I take my nails off, I just take this bowl, heat it up in the microwave. Usually I do it for 2 minutes. I'm going to do it a little longer because I'm going to be, normally I take off my nails, then I heat the rice. But since I'm going to try to do this all on a time schedule, I'm going to heat this up first. And then here is the acetone that I use. This is pure acetone. I got this from Sally's, and it is, I believe it's a gallon size. I think it's a gallon size. So I've used it for quite a while, and it only takes a little bit, as you can see from what's in the bag. In the bag are 2 dryer sheets. I used dryer sheet, used dryer sheets. So that's what I rub my nails on. So I'll be back. I'm going to go heat up the rice. We'll start the timer, and then we'll start by removing. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to set the timer. All right, so the timer is going. I'm going to start by removing the top coat. You can see the top coat is shiny. So that's what I'm going to just start by doing, is removing the top shine. I don't really file a whole lot of this off just because I just don't. I mean, some people might file a lot more just to get more of it off, so you know, it doesn't require that much soaking. But I just take off the top coat. Now, if it's glitter, sometimes I will use a drill. I do have a drill, and sometimes I will use the drill to take off the top layer of the glitter. I apologize for my air conditioner running. I'm basically sitting right beside of it. So, and I should have turned it off, but I don't want my house to get hot. I am sitting outside to do this. Normally I do when I take it off, just because, you know, the dust from filing gets everywhere in the house, and then the smell of the rice. The rice, when I cook the rice or heat up the rice, basically I feel like I am cooking it. I've probably cooked that bunches of times. It stinks. I don't know if it's that brand of rice. It's minestrone rice, I think, or Mennonite rice. I can't remember. It's some rice that we bought, and we thought we were going to eat it and get healthy and all that kind of stuff, but we never ate it. So this is what I use it for now. So anyway, you can see I'm taking that top layer off, and wipe off the grit on my hands. And then sometimes I will wipe off the emery board. It gets the stuff all over, so I'll wipe that off on the towel that I'm using. I'm going to continue to go with the other hand. Like I said, I'm sitting outside, so you might hear a dog bark, you might hear a truck go by. You never know what you're going to hear around here. So, but normally, goodness, when I do my nails, I'll take off my nails first, and then I give them a good prep. I'll clean the cuticles really good, and I use Dawn dish detergent to get off any oils on my hands, which you guys will see that if you watch a DIY dip video. I'll talk about my prep and that kind of thing. So I've had these on a week. I usually only wear mine a week. The beauty of doing them myself, I can take them off whenever I want. And there's my dog Georgia barking, which you will hear her from time to time. I apologize if I'm moving off screen. I have no idea. I can't see anything. So anyway, I've got the top layer off, and now I'm going to start with removing. And it is hot outside, so I just take that bag, put it into the rice, and I do have the two dryer sheets in there, and I just put my hands in there, and it's probably going to be super hot because I heated up the rice pretty good. I used to use water to do this, but I would get water into my bag with the acetone, and then the water would dilute the acetone, and it would take a lot longer to take it off. So while I've got my hands in here, I just rub my nails on the dryer sheet. I used to use paper towels, but now I've started using the dryer sheets because I feel like it has like a little bit of a grit that helps remove the dip. And I do have 4 coats on my nails. I do, like I said, I prep, and then sometimes depending on the nail, I may put down a clear coat. But for the most part, I just start with the actual dip itself. And my rice is hot. It's not as hot as I normally get it because, like I said, I didn't know how long I was going to take to file off the top coat of my dip. So if you can see in here, I'm just running my hands on the towel, and it is starting to turn colors a little bit. You can see that it's starting to wear off. So I'm just going to keep my hands in there, and we'll just sit here and talk. Looks like we've been going 8 minutes. So it took 8 minutes to get to file and get going. I think that's what it is. Maybe, I think that's 8 minutes. So I've done this in under 20 when I've done the whole process. As far as removing the nails and that type thing, I have done it in 20 minutes and under. It just depends on the actual dip. Now glitter takes a lot longer. I have gone up to 30 minutes if I've done a couple of coats of glitter. So like I said, if you want to file off the glitter more before you start soaking it off, that will help with the soaking process. And I do apologize for the movement of the camera while I am trying to get the dip off. Now this is, like I said earlier in the video, I did use water at one point, and I stopped using, I'm not getting that wet. I stopped using the water because it would sometimes get in my bag of acetone, and the water would dilute it, and it would take a lot longer. So I stopped using that method, and I went back to this rice. And I leave the rice in this glass bowl, and I reuse it every single time I take off my dip. I was using a really thick plastic bowl, and I burnt the bowl up. So suggestion or recommendation rather is to use a glass bowl if you're going to do this, if you're going to use this method. And you can see how it's starting to come off. So I feel like it comes off really easily with this method. I did try a sponge one time, one of the green sponges from the store. I think it has a name, like a pot scrubber. I didn't like that because I felt like I didn't like the damage to my nails that I felt like it was giving. So I went to the dryer sheets, and I do put 2 in there because sometimes depending on the brand of dryer sheets, some are better than others in my opinion. These are Bounce. Bounce is not sponsoring this video, but these are Bounce, and I have used them. And what I do with my dryer sheets is after I pull them out of the dryer, I just stick them in the drawer with my plastic bag, and I use them when I take off my dips. And you can see the water's turning blue because my nails were blue or purple. This was a really pretty shade. It's one of my favorite shades. It's from Rebel Nails. It's called Emmy. So I'm taking Emmy off, and I almost didn't want to take it off, but I have some new colors that I got from a new product line that I want to try. So that's the nails that I'm going to be putting on later on in the day. Be on the lookout for that video. I did have on a silicone ring, which I wear those all the time. And I do suggest if you have on any of those silicone rings, just take them off. I've ruined so many. Some of the ones that are solid color, you may have more luck with those, but mine have been designed like, different colors on the rings. I had a skull ring once. I ruined it just from the acetone. So I do suggest if you're wearing any of those, just take them off. I haven't had it affect my bracelets that are here on my right arm, but you just never know. And if you don't want to ruin your things, just make sure you take them off. So you can see I only have just a little bit more, and I am going to just keep rubbing. Now sometimes I will just leave my hands in here with the rice, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been moving the rice around, trying to find a hot spot to stick my fingers in, because the heat, I think, helps. There was a little gadget at one point going around and people were sticking their hands in it and the steam was eating it off. I don't know if that works. I don't know if you guys have one of those. You could share in the comments below if you had success with that. I thought about getting one, but then when I started doing this method with the rice and the dryer sheets, I just found that this was successful for me. So you can see it's just about off. So what I'm going to do now is just take my dryer sheets and just rub off the rest. A little bit there next to the cuticle. And like I said, before I get ready to do my nails, I will clean up my cuticles, push those back. I do file them just a little bit, and then I will start prepping them. So you can see all the dip is gone, and we did that. I'm gonna wipe off my hands. We did that in under 10 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be on the lookout for more content like this. I will be doing some nail tutorials where I do my nails, but we did a dip remover and we went from full dip to no dip in under 10 minutes. So I hope you like this video, and I hope to see you again soon.